What do you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It's January 1st, 2018, and I'm headed to go drop Grant off at his mommy's house. He's going to be on vacation with her for like the next 4 days or so until Friday. I get him back. He goes back to school Thursday and Friday of this week, or at least he's supposed to. And we had a great time last night, right, bud? It was awesome. And better yet, we get to go back because we got to go cash in our tickets and stuff. So whenever we go back and pick out our toys, candy and stuff. So before we get this week started,
even when I saw it, guess what I saw?
What? Barbies? They had Barbies back there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't.
Guess what else I saw?
What?
I saw Deadpool.
Oh, like a little doll? Or something?
It's stuffed guy.
Alright, before we get this week started, let's check the crypto report, shall we? Alright, so there you have it, guys. My holdings have been changing insanely over the last week. Cool, bud. So we're still mining. So we're still bringing in Ether every day, every week, every whatever month. We are holding a bunch of various coins.
3 more days.
So Friday when you come back, it'll be ready. So I'm holding a myriad of various altcoins. And you know what's interesting is Ether's kind of back up. Ether's in the $700 range, but Bitcoin is way down compared to what it was. Bitcoin was at upwards of almost $20,000, and right now it's at like 13 something. So it's down almost 25%, 20%. So that's kind of interesting. But what we're gonna do is I made the resolution that once Bitcoin goes back up again, I'm going to dump it. So I'm going to dump it and pay off my one credit card. So right now it's worth like, I don't know, around $4,000. So when it goes up that 25%, it'll be worth like, $6,000 or so. I'm going to dump that. I'm just not a huge fan of Bitcoin anymore. I mean, it served its purpose. It's doing okay, whatever. It did okay. But it's just a dinosaur. Having to move it, transfer it around, and do all that type of stuff, it's so slow and lethargic and stuff. I can make money doing other things and other coins. But by diversifying my portfolio, I spread out a bunch of my holdings into altcoins and stuff, especially privacy coins. So privacy coins are all new to me. I've never really dealt with them before. And I think those are going to be huge in 2018. So like Stellar Lumens is a monster, dude. Like Nico's been telling me to buy into that since it was, I don't know, like 5 cents or something. Now it's like over 40 cents a piece. So I know he's holding like 6,000 of them or something like that. I'm just gonna start doing some more prospecting and stuff. Like when people tell me like, hey, buy this coin, if it's under a penny, I'm buying like 10,000 of them minimum. And for $100 or not even, I don't know, $50, I don't care. So it's looking like I'm not gonna have to like cash out my BitConnect loan money. So I was been talking about at the end of this month having to cash out some or part of the 15 grand that's going to be released. I don't think I'm gonna have to do that. It's pretty amazing. So I'm excited about that. That means that I've been doing my due diligence and I was able to, make enough doing other things to keep that in there. I talked about it before, but this USI Tech stuff, it's kind of like BitConnect, but it uses Bitcoin, so it takes and pays in Bitcoin. I really should be buying Bitcoin now that it's like cheap, and pumping it into that system, so that way I have like a similar type of revenue generator, just like BitConnect. That's USI Tech, but I don't know. I've been just buying everything else and stuff. So it looks like my Monaco coin masternode purchase is paying off. I think it's the coins that I've been holding is doubled in value since I bought in. I haven't even set up my masternode. I don't know when I'll have time to do that. Thought I'd have time over this break here, and nope. Look at this, -8 degrees. But so it's like I said, I think everyone's kind of getting burned out with this stuff. They're gonna keep going and doing their thing, like Litecoin and Bitcoin and all that. I am holding a little bit of Litecoin. I'm holding some Ether from mining, but like I said, the Bitcoin's gonna be the first to go. I think it's not that it doesn't have as much earning potential, but I think, like the altcoins, if I get in early enough, those are going to be the ones that are going to shine. And the Bitcoin, yeah, it might be worth $100,000 in a year or two or something that I'm holding now, but I got to pay my bills, so I got to cash out something. So something's got to give. But I think the tax financial season officially closed as of yesterday. So anything that I cash out will be like attributed or associated to the new year. So that's a good thing. So if I cash out, $10,000 or something, that will be, I'll have to worry about that next year for tax season, I guess you could say, put it that way. So, yeah, it's been quite a crazy year. I mean, my portfolio right now, as of this second, is worth over $20,000. That doesn't include the $16,000 that's tied up in BitConnect. That doesn't include the LOL, the loaner lease masternode purchase. So I spent almost $1,000 on that. They're talking that being worth, oh boy, probably being worth like about at least double once they hit the exchanges. So it's going to be crazy. Really heavily into salt, and it's down. It's way down. It's like under $12 right now. So it reached a high of 15. So once Bitcoin pumps, I expect loaner lease to go up. Or I'm sorry, expect salt to rise up. But salt is valued on their website, on their own lending website, at $25. So what people are saying to do, and it's just taking out a loan for $10,000 or whatever, buying up the salt for cheap on the exchanges, and then paying it back, at a fraction of the dollar that you lent it at. You can make like $5,000. So I gotta go. Stay tuned for more. All right, so I was able to talk to my brother-in-law. We're gonna use his garage to change the brakes. All right, guys. So it's been about 4 hours, and we got new rear brakes on a JK Jeep, and I'm excited about that. My back is done. I'm tired. I still have yet to shower today, and I'm beat. So the fronts ended up being okay, and I was starting to rip it apart, and I realized that, and I was like, well, fuck it, dude, and put it back together. So I did check both fronts, both sides, and they're fine. So the pads are good, the rotor's decent. Yeah, so just waiting for Vicky. She's gonna follow me back home, so I gotta go home, shower, get ready, and then I think we're going back by her tonight. We'll see though. My car's not starting. It's, I don't know, single digits now, warmer now, but my car's been sitting for a few days, so I don't know if it just needs a jump or what. But yeah, I need to sort all that out. Okay, Vicky's, I did test drive her car after I put everything back together, double check the lug nuts, torque specs and all that. Everything's good. Got the all my tools loaded back up and stuff, so I should be good. It is so cold out. It's crazy. Vicky's gonna get us some dinner. She's gonna get me some whiskey doodles and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. Man, what a fucking day, dude. It wasn't that bad. It's just, never worked on a car like that before. So, you know how that goes. First time for everything is slow going. Not much else is new at home. Ended up getting rid of the cable TV. So we were going through a vendor called Comcast, really big in this area or this region, and cut the cable. So just using them for internet, and got Magic Jack for voice over IP through the internet, and an HD TV on the roof for television, and it works pretty darn well. Get quite a bit of channels, a few dozen channels maybe, and it's pretty nice. So it saves a lot of money. Like, I think the bill was like $250 a month, or it was over $200 a month, and so now it's just down to internet. I think it's like $80 a month total or something, and it's like 75 meg up or 75 meg down, and I don't know, 10 up or some bullshit. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I bought a used NAS, network attached storage. So I don't know, I really take data seriously. Like I have redundant backups of stuff and all kinds of different stuff. I did lose one of my external hard drives, and back in the day I always wanted to have 2 externals at a time. So one, like basically double copies of anything external. One drive fails or goes bad, I have a exact duplicate on the other one. The only problem is that instead of buying one drive every 6 or 9 months, and I'm buying 2 drives. So externals are a little bit more money. So I was kicking around the idea. Well, I got some extra BitConnect money, and I was like, you know what, let's do this. So I spent a little over $400 on an 8-bay storage shelf, and I had some gift cards for Amazon, so I spent $150, and with my gift cards I think it cost me under like $20 or something to get 2 3 terabyte enterprise level hard drives. I think Enterprise is like, they're designed to be running 24/7, a lot longer lifetime, life hours, whatever, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna just start it out with 2 of these drives, and eventually I'm gonna fill it up, and you can even add more expansion units and stuff. I don't know, I just want to have, basically what it is it's a network drawer that has up to 8 hard drives in it, and you can set it up in different configuration. So one is like a RAID array, where you can put the basically, if one drive in the system fails, you can replace it or hot swap it without losing any data. And that's how data centers work, and how like everything at my work is. Everything's run in a RAID setup. So one drive fails, the computer or server or storage unit or whatever it is, never goes down. You just swap it out, no problem. Stays running. You never have to shut it down or anything like that. So this will be actually put on the network, and you can should be able to access it through any of my computers or whatever, and use it for storage and stuff. So, and it also has like USB ports and eSATA ports and all kinds of shit like that. So I'm hoping or thinking that should be able to like plug in my existing or old externals, and then use that to duplicate or copy the data over to the NAS itself faster and easier. So I don't know, I'm probably going to have to fill this thing up with 8 drives, because I think I got enough fucking externals practically to fill the thing up already. already. But I don't know. After I lost that hard drive, so you guys remember, if you guys have been watching for a long time, I was going to use old footage that I recorded of myself sitting on the front step of my old house, you know, while I was going through the divorce, and explaining everything that went down and what happened, and showing you guys my place and all the work that I did, because I lost everything. I lost not only my house, but I lost all the money and all the time and all the work that I put into all the modifications and upgrades and stuff. So that video that video footage was like gold to me. And I was, you know, it was so heartbreaking to view that footage that I recorded, because I had been out of my house for a while when I started these daily vlogs. And so I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and I had that external drive in like my backpack. You know, I was carrying it back and forth to work every day and bouncing it around and all this shit. Well, you know, that drive was like 2 or 3 years old or something, maybe 2 years old, and the drive failed. The hard drive failed, and that was the only place I had that footage, that video footage, and that was it, man. I fucking did everything I could to try to get the footage back. I bought a special program to recover data, and it was just literally failing. Every time I'd run a disk scan, it was finding less and less data, and it would not find the video folder. That's all I cared about. I was like, as long as it finds that folder, I'll be good. Nope, couldn't find it. So I lost all my photos from that time period of, you know, I date my hard drives, but all my photos I back up, like the keepers, the good ones, I back them up to Shutterfly and other resources and stuff. So I do have a copy of, you know, the good photos, not all the raw images and all that shit. But yeah, dude, like now that I'm shooting this much video and shooting all these gigs and shooting nonstop, you know, I got my business, I got Luke and I's business, I got the video stuff, I got a lot of content, a lot of stuff, and I gotta start taking this shit seriously. It's gonna cost some money. It's gonna cost a lot of money to do it right, but you know, that's what it takes to do this shit. So that's all that I can say. So this is I can't remember the name. It's like Synergy or something. The reviews seem okay. I don't know, for a NAS. But you know, with the NAS, like once I build it out and have it all set up, I can load movies on there. I have terabytes and terabytes of movies and videos and TV shows and all that stuff. And then maybe one day I could set up Plex and just build it all out right. And probably gonna have multiple NASs eventually. Like one will be for media, one will be for like work, and one will be for photos, and one will be for videography. So it's gonna be a thing. But I mean, dude, this is the digital age. It's either that or I pay somebody a fuckload of money to do it, you know, host data for me, whatever, like something you got to do. At this point, it's gonna be like cost of doing business. So every year I'm gonna probably buy another NAS or something. It's gonna cost $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever. And yeah, so that's it, guys. I'm almost home. It feels good to kind of talk about some stuff for once other than crypto. But I'm just tired. I'm chilling, vibing. But I need a shower. Oh, it did say 5 degrees. Now it says -8 degrees. But the sun is setting, and it's time to get home and move on with the day. So stay tuned for more, guys. Alright, guys, $240 later, and I have 850 cold cranking amps. Fuck yeah. Alright, that is really needed when it's this damn cold out. So it's -8, but it's actually going to be like negative probably 20 or 30 with the wind chill. Ended up getting a new battery. I went to AutoZone, and let me turn this down. Went to AutoZone, and they have a machine that they put on the battery to test it. The machine said the battery was at 100%, but it was a bad battery. So ended up just buying a new battery. I think I've had the car for 2 years, The battery that was in it was like a genuine Audi, Volkswagen, whatever battery. So I don't know how old it is. There's no date, nothing on the battery itself. So I think I was well overdue. So what was I gonna say? Yeah, so for those of you that don't know, I'm in Chicagoland. It gets very, very cold. It's not even the actual temperature that's that cold. It's the wind chill that's even worse. So cold cranking amps, that's a necessity. Yes. Battery died on the camera. Apparently I'm having a problem with batteries dying today. As long as that's the only thing dying, I'll take it. Cold cranking amps. So here where it's very, very cold region, cold cranking amps are very important. So basically, the colder it gets outside, the harder it is for the batteries to work, essentially. So the biggest strain on a car battery is when you go to start up your car. When you go to crank it or turn over the engine, so today, when my battery was dead, it didn't want to turn over. It clicked, it made some noises, but nothing. So when it's warm out, it's not so bad. It's not so taxing on a battery. Batteries work better with warmer temperatures. But when it's cold, that's when the batteries like really have to like dig deep. Tired. I don't know what I was talking about, but I just got out of Walmart and picked up a few groceries, just a few. Going home to park the car and sit on my ass and warm up. I'm freezing. That's it, guys. That's it for today. Stay tuned for more.